can see a recursive function basically is a kind of the function by which we can see this is function. It call itself again and again until the condition is true. And suppose I am calling a function again and again and I'm not putting any condition, then what happen at the time? This loop will be in form the infinite. So how to stop and how to see, and we will see into the Jupyter itself only. So recursive function you can call any time, now n number of the time. But what happen at the time? A condition is required to stop the such uh it's calling part. So you are calling again and again, so what happen at the time? You're calling such function infinite time. So we need to avoid such thing. Okay, this is the point. So what is a recursion? Let us understand the concept that is known as the what is a recursion. So recursion is basically the process of defining something in terms of itself. Okay, so recursion basically is a method, is a term in which it defines that you are calling yourself again and again. So a physical word example would be the place into two parallel mirror facing each other. Okay, so you have a mirror and you are putting a mirror in front of mirror, then what happen? The image of the such image will go into the that part, and then inside the image you will see, and such kind of a thing you will find onto the while cutting your hair. So you are going to a salon, then you will see there will be the image that is back side and front side. So you are looking the image of the your front image, front mirror to back mirror. Then what happened? You will use sequence of the mirrors, and it makes a recursion. It means you are calling itself again and again, and it will go on. So any object in between them would be reflected recursively, and this is happening into the saloon, and we have seen this part. So this is a recursion. So any doubt in this point? Do you have any doubt? Then you can ask me. Yes, please tell me any doubt. Any student who have any doubt to understand the concept of the recursion? Yes, please tell me
No doubt,
any.
sir.
No doubt. Is it
Can you
clear to?
explain it
Is it
again?
clear to all the? Is it clear to all the sense of a recursion word?
Sir,
Yes, please tell me.
explain it
All
again.
clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, student asking me a question. Please tell me.
Can you explain it again, sir?
Okay, I can explain you a simple example, then you can understand in simple way. So I'm just taking this apart. Suppose this is a function a, bc is a function. Okay, abc is a function, and I'm defining this function into Python. Yesterday we have seen. Okay, here using the colon symbol, I am writing some code over here. There is no issue. Okay, can we say it is a function of the ABC function and it is defined to the Python, so it is a correct syntax. Okay, it is okay. Is there a doubt over here? No. If I'm calling this function by itself only, so how I can call? So I need to use only the its function name, that is ABC. Since it is a function, so I need to use a parenthesis. Since no, keep in mind I am not passing any formal parameter, or here I am not passing any actual arguments. So don't bother about the parameter arguments. Okay, here we are having the no argument and no parameter. So when the this function calling, we are calling this function and it is a part of the this function's body. So when this function will execute such code here, this code or this statement, then when it comes over here, then control will jump to the over here. And again after executing such instruction 1 2 3, how many instructions we have? So after executing n instructions, then again it is coming on to the it's called function, that is abc. Again it jump to the here, so it will goes to the n times, and how many times I have called here, so it goes or it runs into the up to the n times. And this is known as the call, this is known as a recursive process, and this is the meaning of the recursion. But if you're calling again until n times, so what happens at them? This goes into the infinite time. So we have to apply some condition on which we can stop. Okay, and that part we will see through an example. No problem. But let me know from your side. This is the meaning of the sense of the recursion. Now, is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
Yes, sir. It's clear.
okay, okay, good, good. So Python recursion function. So how to define the recursion function? As I told you, define a recurse. This recurse is a name of the function, and I'm calling this recurse function inside the recurse function. Okay, which is defined. So this is what this is my defined function. Okay, outside I call this function. The first time this function jump to the this function, and then after executing this statement or m statement, then it comes to the this part. So again control will go to the this part, and it goes into the recursively until the end of the function calling will end. So this is the point. So in Python, in simple words, I can say a function can call other function, and it is even possible for the call itself. So a function can call another function, and that could be predefined function or user defined function. But if it is calling its own function again, so it will goes into the end time. So it is a recursive function, and we have to use a method by which we can stop the its calling function infinite times. So this term is also known as the recursive function or recursion process. And now we have the this diagram. So this diagram is just defined that is a recursive function, and the name of the function is over here a recurse. Since keep in mind this is not a built-in function, this is a user-defined function. So I am writing over here this is a user-defined function. Please keep in mind it is not a built-in function, it is user-defined function. Okay, so here we have defined. So this is a Python recursive function. Now this point is clear to all. Yes, please tell me any doubt you have.
No, sir. Yes.
No, sir.
No doubt. So shall I move to next slide, or have you ever used such kind of function?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so first few minutes we will understand some theoretical part, and then I will demonstrate the practical way. Okay. So here we have the
Okay,
example of
sir.
okay. Here we have the example of the recursive function. Now this is a good example to calculate the factorial. Okay, to calculate the factorial of a number. So you can see this is a define with this is df keyword. I am just defining the factorial method, that is a user defined function. It is not a built-in function. And now x is here the formal parameter. Okay, x is what? X is a formal parameter. Okay, x is a formal parameter. Now x is a formal parameter, and this is a recursive function. And to find the factorial of a integer, so what is the integer? That is identify the x. If x is equal to 1, so it return 1. If x is not equal to 1, it means we are looking for the else part, so return x into and factorial x minus 1. So when it goes to the it goes to the x and factorial x minus 1, that is the x minus 1. What is the value of x? That is to be less by the 1 or decremented by the 1. And then here this function calls this function again, and then next instruction to be executed over here, and then this happen go to the end of the function. So for understanding, for more simplification, let me know what value I must take for executing such function. Yes, please tell me. Here we have initialized the num is equal to 3, but you want to take another value, so you can take. So I will explain the concept with such value. Please tell me which value I must take to find the factorial of the such number.
5.
5. So
Five.
instead of yeah, good. So instead of the 4, I am just using the 5 value. So the factorial of a num, okay, this is a general statement. This is a constant string to be printed, and this is a num. So what is a num? That is a 5 to be printed over here, and is factorial. So when we are using this statement, so the function that is to be called factorial to be called. So this will call this function. Okay. So what is the value of num? Here we are passing the 5. Okay. So here x will keep the information about the value that is known as the 5. So x will be the 5. Okay, I can take here initially x will be the 5, and number was the 5, so x will be the 5, and here x will be the formal parameter and number will be the actual parameter. Okay. Okay, till now is it clear to all?
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please tell me, any doubt?
No, sir.
Number is the actual argument and x is the formal parameter, so initially x will be the 5. Okay, now this is clear to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the command which is written into the triple quote no, double quote symbol. So will not execute if x is equal to 1. Now condition it will check x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 means 5 is equal to 1. 5 is equal to 1. Tell me condition is false or true?
False.
Condition, yeah, of course condition is false. So the we will jump into the else part. So return x into factorial factorial x minus 1. So what is x? 5. 5 minus 1, that is a 4. Can I write this statement like this one? Just please tell me, can I write?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
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 Okay, so if I'm writing like this one and initially I can update this value, yes, 5. So 5 into factorial 4. So when I'm using such thing, so what happened at the time? The factorial 4, at the time I'm calling again the factorial function and we are passing the value in constant right now, that is a 4. So again the control will jump to the our function. So here 5 into factorial I did, it will be as it is. Now x will be updated by the 4 and x is equal to 1, the condition is false, that is a 4 is equal to 1, condition will be again false. So we will jump into the 5 into the factorial. So what value would be written? So that is to be stored into the somewhere else. So I can write this 5. Okay, and now after calling this function, so it will return 4 into factorial 3. So I can write factorial 3. Factorial 3. I can write factorial 3. So now when I'm calling this function, now what happened at the time? This 3 again, x will be the 3 and again x will be updated by 3. So again this will be treated like 4 and again it will call the 3. So x will be the 3 and 3 is equal to 1, condition will be false, and here will be the 3 into factorial 2. Okay, 3 into factorial be true. Okay, so again it will come the true and same process will go on to 2 and then go into the 1, and at the case the x will be the 1. So when the 1 will bin will get, then it will return the 1. So here the loop will be terminated and what is the value which is to be written by its, that is a 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 and 1. So we will get the answer 120 over here. And for demonstrating all these things, I will tell you this example step by step with the printing way, so you will understand what is happening over there. Okay, so now tell me, any doubt over here, then you can ask me.
No, sir.
Yes, please tell me any doubt you are having, then you can ask me.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so here I have taken the snapshot of the such process which is described by myself few minutes ago. That is, you can see over here. Now tell me. This is the first part. I'm here instead of the 5. Here we are taking the 3 values. So now see 3 into 2, as I told you 5 into 4. So it will be stored over here and here and everywhere. So this is a good example I'm taking for the factorial. So previously we have calculated the factorial of a number by using the while loop. Now it is clear to all. We have seen already this part, but right now I'm using the I'm using the search function with the help of the
Recursive.
recursive. Yes, good. This is a good point. Just tell me any doubt over here.
No, sir. It is clear.
It is clear to all. So here we have the pictorial representation. Okay. So our recursion ends when the number reduced to 1, and this is called the base condition. So what is the base condition in the recursion? When we are coming on to the 1. Okay. So here,
1.
yes. So here we can say this is the point. This point is recognized by the base condition. Okay. This point is recognized by the base condition. Now you can see. So every recursion function must have a base condition that stops the recursion. And this is the point you need to keep in mind. This is the most important point. If you are not having the base condition in your recursive function, then your function will go into the infinite times. Okay. So this is the most important statement you have to keep in mind. So I can say this is the important point for the recursive process. So there must be a base condition, else the function call itself again. So definitely it goes into the infinite times. Okay. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
So as I told you, I've already told you this statement. The condition is required to stop your recursion process. So this is known as a base condition. Okay. Now is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
So what is the advantage of the recursion? So recursion functions make the code look clean and elegant. Okay. A complex task can be broken down into simple subproblem using recursion. Yeah, of course, we have a function and we need to call this function again. So why we are calling this function 7 times, 3 times? Okay, on the certain condition we can call such function inside the same function only. So of course we can reduce the some code. So this is the point we need to keep in mind. And the sequence generation is easier. Sequence generation means we don't need any kind of the loop or other thing. So without the using the loop we can use the this function calling itself again, so through the recursion. So then using the some nested iteration like it is written over here, why you are calling the iteration process again, so it is better idea to use the recursion. But it also has some disadvantages as I told you. So sometimes the logic behind the recursion is hard to follow through. Yeah, once you have done some mistakes, then what happened at that time? Your loop will be stuck in an infinite time. So you have, because you don't use the base condition, and what happened at the time? You are not using the base condition at that time, then your loop will be going to the recursion process. So recursion process is following, but goes into the infinite time. So recursive calls are expensive. Okay, this is the point we need to keep in mind in terms of the some memory and times. Since recursive call is very expensive, why? Since in program a function takes much memory rather than the variables. So you're calling function again, so it takes much memory. So this is the drawback we can say. And recursive functions is hard to debug. Yeah, of course, it is really tough to hard work, but in a long program, in a short program we can see okay there's some problem, but in a long program you're using recursive function again, so what happened at the time? So it is not easy to debug. You need to identify the such step or such point where we are doing the mistakes, but you are using the recursive step, so there is no issue on that point. But unfortunately on such a step we have some problems, so it is not easy to debug. So this is a major drawback we can say. So here I'm just putting a calculate exercise, that is a calculate factor of a number using recursion. So this exercise we have already seen, so there is no issue on that point. So through the simple point we have taken. Now I'm using the same exercise. So here we have the solution into different way. So into the same way, that is we have used a 5. So this part we have already discussed through the our important concept. Okay, so there is no issue. So let us understand the few things which is a part of the recursion. So I'm just jumping to the Jupyter notebook to explain the concept about the recursive process. And now I will tell you the first infinite time process. If I will not use a base condition. So right now I'm stopping sharing the PPT and I'm jumping to over here, and just let me share the screen of the Jupyter notebook, and then let me know it is visible to all or not. Okay, I'm sharing my screen of Jupyter notebook, and let me know it is visible to all or not. So my dear all the students, I have shared Jupyter
No,
notebook.
sir.
No, okay, I've shared, just take some time. Just
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I think it is visible to all. Okay, so we have the first program, and that is a
Yes, sir.
recursive function. We can say recursive function. Okay, so in this recursive function, we have the infinite times we will run. Okay, now see, I'm using the df. What is the df? Df is a keyword by which I'm just defining the function, that is I'm giving the name of the such function, that is xyz only the, and I will not pass anything formal parameter. I'm just printing a simple message. Okay, just let me use this word. Okay, I'm just using. Okay, so this message will be printing into by the such function. I'm calling such function in simple way, so you can see there's no issue. Now what would be the output of this program? Now tell me, what would be the output of this program? Tell me, can anyone tell me? Yes, please
Virendra
tell.
Singh Kushwaha.
Infinity times.
Sir, Virendra Singh Kushwaha.
How many times it will be printed?
Sir, for
Infinite
infinite.
times.
Infinity.
Yes, please tell me how many times it will be printed?
Infinite.
Infinite. So
Infinite.
infinite.
Only
How you
one
can,
time.
how you
No
can say
single time.
how you
Sir,
can
only
say
one time.
only one time will be printed? How you can say it will be printed by the infinite time? Because I'm calling xyz function, that is it is written over here, that is defined over here, and into this code we have only the print message, that is a branching cursor to be printed, and that's to be printed only and nothing else. So let us see this program. Now this is printed only one time. Okay, yes, please tell me. Now, now clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now instead of writing over here, I'm just typing xyz function. So I'm calling this function here. So what happened when the my message will this function define over here xyz, and it will print a message and it will call again itself again. Okay. If I execute this program, so what would be the output? Just tell me what would be the output.
Infinite times.
Sir, it will be printed infinite times. Virendra Singh Kushwaha.
Infinite.
Okay, I agree this point, but can you tell me? And this is a simple logic. You have to use you have to use truly speaking. You have to use a brain right now. I did not call the xyz first time. Then how it will jump to the definition part? So if I'm running, so there will be nothing over here because this function is defined only. But I did not call this function first time.
Yes,
So
sir.
let me run. So it is run, but it is executed, but there's no output. So what I need to do, I need to call this function first time. It is called to, I need to call this function, call the function. When I call this function, then okay, sorry, this is not right symbol, this is right symbol. Okay, I call this function, and then control will jump to the definition part, that is xyz, and then it will print the message Birensun Kushba, and then xyz function will call again. So this is the entire process which is known as the recursive. So this function is known as a recursive function right now, recursive function. And due to this, it will goes into the, it will it will go it sorry yeah, it goes into the infinite time. Infinite time. Okay, so let us call this function again. So see and execute this program. Okay, now you can see this program is just still executing. How you can say now star? You can see here the star is showing that this program is still executing. Now see, now this is executing infinite times. Balancing cosa is to be printed and still going on. Now see, now see here after putting at the last. Now finally you will get a message maximum recursion depth exceed while calling a Python object. So maximum time it is called. So this is after we have got an error that is known as the recursion error, and this error is only the providing by the Python only. So there's a limitation. We can call this function. So here we have called maximum times. So this is now stop, and let us know its value, how many times it will be printed. So I think it is better either to take a variable. Okay, so I can check by the variable. I will be initialized by the one. Okay, uh, yes, so I will be one, and print here. Just let me update this one and see I plus I equal to I plus 1 and see the result of this one. Okay, every time it will be initialized by 1 second, sorry. And this is the, so I can initialize this one. Local variable. Okay, so I is not defined over here. So okay, now let me run. So there is again error we are getting. Okay, I is not referenced used before using. So we can say I can pass 0 over here. Okay, I can take this I values over here. Now let me run. So it will be printed once and call. So one is required positional parameter. So that is a I will. Okay, so everything will be correct. So it goes to the infinite time and xyz missing one required positional argument, that is xyz. Okay, so due to this problem we are getting, so I 0. Yes, now every time it will printing over here because every time it is initialized again. So this is a problem with the recursive. So we are getting so much error because recursive function is not a good thing to use into the system. Suppose you are stuck in the such thing into the Python, the Jupyter notebook, there is a recursive error, we can stop right now automatically, but it is not stopping. Then you can use kernel menu. In this kernel menu you have to restart. You have to restart the kernel of the Jupyter, then it will stop automatically. Now it is stop. Now it is stop. So this is the point. So here we can pass, or here we can't pass, it's up to you. But before using or just printing simple thing, we can find out over here this loop goes into the infinite times. Okay, so let me explain once. Okay, sorry, this I will not be. Yes, now it will again goes into the infinite time. It is printing again, still printing again, still printing. Now see, still printing, and after the few minutes you will get an message that is recursive error, because so this is the point. Now this is automatically stopped. Okay, now this automatically stopped due to maximum recursion depth exit. So this is the problem. Everything
Sir,
is
why was
okay.
it implement the counter?
Since the value must be initialized, and if I'm initializing again, so what happened? This function call again itself. Okay, then what happened? The ith value again reinitialize, and due to every time the ith value will be 0. This is a problem.
Okay, sir.
And if you're defining such value outside the function, then you are getting a message the local reference variable should be I. But if I'm using I as a local variable, so again it is reinitialized again. So same value I'm getting 1100. So this is a problem.
Okay,
And
sir.
so this shows that is some drawback we are having into the recursion function while using recursion function. So this is a problem. Now, okay, we have.
Yes, sir.
Okay, suppose I just need to update this program. I just want to print Viren Singh Kushwaha only 10 times, then or 5 times, then how I can print through the recursion? Can anyone tell me? Yes, can any student tell me? I just want to print. Yes, please tell me. I just want to print. I'm just going to here. Print my name 5 times, 5 times using recursion. Yes, please tell me. So what would be the code? What amendment I must use? What amendment I must use?
Using if else statement.
Implying conditions.
Okay, so
Sir, we will take a base value.
yeah, this is a good point. This is a technical time I'm just waiting for. The student told me the if condition. This is a good point. This is the first it will print, and then if the base value I'm just taking the temporary. Okay, temporary is equal to 1. So if temporary is equal to 1, then what happen at the time? It will, no, I'm not returning. So it will break. Okay. So how to check the time condition? And after the this part, if this is not temporary is equal to temp minus 1, and here I need to use temp value, and I need to pass temp value here, that is a 5. So in the temp 5 value will be stored, and this message to be printed first time, and then if temp is equal to 0, this condition will be false, so the break, so this function will not be break. And let's check, I'm just checking through the break, else I have the other option. And break, and if temp is equal to temp minus 1, the will be over there, no problem. And this call again, so I need to pass the temp values over here. And let us check the break outside the loop. Okay, this is, it means the break work only the loop, so we can't use this statement. Let me use this word, right? Return, that is 1. So if this is returning, then I can take I need to use xyz 5 in with the sum. So if I'm using this thing, so I will print the message 5 times without any problem right now. So now it is clear to you. So this is the printing 5 times. Yes, tell me, through the recursive process I have changed during the class time we can do. So 5 will be stored into the temp. 5 will be stored into the temp. Okay, and so here I'm just, I can say 5 will be stored into the temp. This will be print first time, temp is equal to 1. It means 5 is equal to 1, condition will be false. So this statement will not be executed. Then I'm just reducing its value, that is temp is equal to temp minus 1. Okay, so here temp will be the 4. Here temp will be the 4. And what value to be passed over here? X, Y, Z, and that is a 4. Okay. So again, 4 will be this function called itself. Then temp will becomes now 4. Okay. And here the condition will be false, and here the value will be the 3. Again, what function to be called right now? 3. And same process will go on to over here for the 3, for 2, and for the 1. And here same process will go for the 2, and there will be the value that is known as the 0, but it will not required when the temp is equal to 1, so it will return 1 automatically. So first I'm printing the value, so first it is will be printing, and then my condition will be checked over here. If I'm printing this message after the temp, then it will run the 4 times, because 4 3 2 1 part will be applicable only. Same thing, I will go for the xyz 2, then xyz 1. Okay, so this is the point we need to keep in mind. So this is the 5 times I'm printing the same name. So where the loop is required. So without the any kind of the loop, I'm printing the my name 5 times, just using the recursive method or recursive function, we can say. Now tell me any doubt over here, then you can ask me any doubt. Yes, please tell me. Yes, student, do you have any doubt? Then you can ask me.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Everything is clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So are you getting something into this concept, that is recursive function?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you are you
Yes,
getting?
sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
so I'm going to the printing the my important part, as I told you, that is a printing the factorial of a number by using the recursive method. So same code I'm just typing over here without wasting much time. So let us see. I have typed or just pasted over here, and the program, this program will be the part of the program to print factorial of a number by recursion function. Okay, and now factorial x will be there is an issue. So this is a comment I'm using. Okay, there's no problem, this part will not be execute if condition is okay. Same thing we have over here. Here I'm initializing 5 instead of the 3, and rest of the thing I keep as it is, as I told you, and now execute this part. So factorial of 5 will be the 120. Okay, if I'm updating this one like the 7, so factorial of 7 will be the 5040. Okay, and you want to make this program more interactive, then how you can do? So it is very simple idea. You just need to do one thing. You can take the input from the keyboard and store the value into the num. So what thing you need to do update, and nothing you need to update, you just need to do this thing. Enter any value, enter any value for factorial. Okay, to get factorial, and to get factorial. Okay, and nothing that I am doing nothing especially, just it is user interactive, as a user or as a student required. Okay, so as an input, sorry, it's typing mistakes. Okay, so what value I need to use 7. So after printing, pressing the enter, I'm getting the 5040. I'm run again this program, so 6. Now after pressing the enter, I'm getting the factorial of the 6, that is 720. Now see, this program is already created or designed by the while loop and for loop. So now we have the concept through the recursive. Now tell me, this is clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Any doubt? Please tell me.
No, sir.
Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Or any problem you are having? Then please let it be know. Everything you are getting properly? Yes, please tell me.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
is
sir.
Python
Yes, sir.
Python is very easy, or am I teaching the Python in very simple way?
Sir, you are teaching in very simple way, sir.
So you are appreciating me, or you're just pinching me? Eh?
No, sir. No, sir.
Sir, both the things.
Sir, you are really good, sir.
Okay, no, I'm not good. Actually, I'm just trying to elaborate all the concept regarding any topic or anything from the scratch way, and that should be learning through the student itself only. So student must learn from the any faculties or any person. Okay, and a teacher is a teacher who is not teaching. A teacher should be um, person who should look for the learning oriented motivation part. So I'm always looking for the learning oriented part. So whatever I know into the my knowledge, So I'm sharing with you only, nothing especially. So you can say I'm not a kind of a teacher. I'm just you can say I'm just learning oriented person who always try to uh, put the effort to explain the concept in simple way. This is the my motive. So you are getting properly, so it means you are also doing the learning, you are doing also learning, but you are not getting anything from my class. It means I'm doing the best, but you are not getting properly because there is some problem from our side. But you are few students are getting, it means everything is going to the right way. But I need the answer from those students who are not, who are sleeping actually. Okay, so they need to awaken, and after this today's quiz they will be awakened, because this is the 30 marks quiz. So definitely after getting their score, they will be understand what are the things they need to go through that part. Okay, so this is a factorial program I have just designed over here. Okay, now is it clear to all?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, any doubt do you have?
No, sir.
Sir, any for infinity programs, how can we break, sir? Like, sir, noun or like that?
You are no, you want to use a break statement.
Yes, sir.
Okay, break statement. A break statement is applicable only when you are dealing with the loops only. Is it could be the while loop or a for loop or any loop. Since now keep in mind this word, I am using the break statement under the if statement without loop, so I am getting the error. You can use a break statement under the if condition, but keep in mind that if your if condition must be the part of the break, or this part of the loop. Here I am not using any loop, so how I can use the break statement? So this is the point. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So everything is clear, but we need to understand all the concept properly. So I'm always again just requesting to all, or just instructing to all, please listen the previous videos and see the PDF file whatever I've shared with you. So go through all those part and try to understand, and just copy that code and run that code under your ID whatever you're using. So definitely you will learn a lot after changing something. Okay, so this code I will share by today itself only, and then after you just copy that code and run that code under your ID whatever you're using, that is Jupyter or Spider or other thing, and see you are doing some amendment. So what the error you are getting, and see what are the error. So this is a learning way, but you are not doing, so it is not good thing. So any now this would be your exercise. Now what would be exercise? By the recursion program we can also print the Fibonacci series. Okay, by the for loop we can also do the same thing, so there is no issue. So through the this loop we can also do the same thing, and through the this recursive process we can also print the Fibonacci series. Okay, so this is the point. Here we need to learn a lot about the more thing in simple way. Just tell me any doubt you are having here, then you can ask to me right now. Student, please tell me.
Sir, I have doubts, sir, but how can I can say I'm able to say, sir, that like a program.
Which part? I did not get your voice properly, dear. So can you explain in simple way?
I can share screen like that. I can show that answer.
Yes, you can share. So I can make you as a presenter. Then you can share. You want to share your screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So let me stop sharing over here, and then I just want to make you as a presenter. So just give me 1 second. And what's your roll number?
20 BCY 10176.
20 BCY.
10176.
Okay, okay. So I think your name is Chidrala Sai. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So now you are become you have now you are now presenter. You can also share your screen. Yes, please. You can share your screen right now. I am also waiting your answer.
So 1 minute, sir. I can open camera, sir, like that.
Okay, if there is some problem, then take a snapshot and share in the chat box. So I will see your result. There is no issue.
Okay. Are you able to see that?
Just give me 1 second. No, dear, I'm
Like,
still
in camera, sir.
okay. Just give me 1 second. Now it is visible. That is, it just looks like a blur screen. So just hold if you hold your screen. Okay, so this is program you have taken from somewhere else because the keyword or the variable look like a copy from somewhere else. Yes.
So it
What is
asking
the
range, sir. Sir, cannot keep directly the range value start and then directly, like you can keep directly 1 and 100 like that without
yes, so you
keeping
can
the value of start and end.
no, you can use in the range function. Initial value can be updated. There's no issue, but end value will be the less than one to be executed. So you are using start value 1 and you are using the end value 100. So your loop will execute 1 to 99, and at the 100th your condition will be terminated automatically. So your loop
Sir,
will continue from 0 to sorry 1 to 99.
sir, I'm not asking like that, sir. I
So
given the value 1 and 100, no, sir. Without giving,
okay,
I can keep directly keep 1 and 100 in range, no, sir. But the
okay.
program it doesn't work, sir.
Okay, so you can do one thing. Just share me the code and just give me the such code. Okay, you can share this code by my mail ID. So I will
Okay,
copy
sir.
from that code. No, please do not share the image. Okay, share the
Okay,
actual code into textual way. So I will copy from that code and I will run into the my Jupyter notebook. I will see the result. Okay.
okay, sir. Thank you.
So what is the problem you are facing? So just type over there, then I will see. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right now I'm sharing once again to my screen over here. That is the Jupyter notebook.
Sir, time
Yes.
is
Okay. Okay. So this is
It's
2 minutes.
about to.
Yes,
Yep.
I'm sharing right now one code. So let us check this code and then you are free. Now, see, a student asked me, sir, can you tell me the code of the Fibonacci series by using the for loop? So this is the code I'm sharing today itself only, and you are required to transfer such code into the recursive function. It means you have to print the Fibonacci series using a recursive function. So this would be your exercise, and now I'm sharing this code over here, and go to the my notes and you can find the solution. And at the time after that you have any problem, then you can ask me. Okay. So